There we go. Mic check. Looking good. All right. Why be fit? Down to earth fitness. All right, cool. So here we go. We're going live right now. And we're talking about why be fit. Okay, so my name's Ethan Etchark. Check out this channel. Make sure to like, subscribe. I do personal training. And for me, I've had always a big relationship with exercise all my life, playing sports and stuff like that, joining the military, doing PT tests where we got to run, we got to do push-ups and stuff, and then, you know, through breakups and relationship and stuff like that with relationships, getting going hard into the gym, then transitioning into personal training after the military, and, you know, really just dedicating towards pushing myself. Like I was, you know, doing CrossFit. And it was new. It was new to me. CrossFit was new when I got out of the military. Usually you think a lot of times the guys that are in the military, they've already been doing CrossFit. No, all we had to train for was running, sit-ups, and push-ups in the military. And I just did like bodybuilding workouts, just normal gym bro workouts, basically alongside that with running. And then I get out of the military, I start doing personal training, and like I go to a CrossFit gym and I just get like my ass whooped. And I'm like, dude, I need to figure out how, I need to be way more fit, you know? Because like I don't know how to walk with my hands, I don't know how to do muscle ups, I don't know how to do Olympic lifting, snatch, clean, and so I started dedicating towards that, and I got a lot of good progress with that. I did probably four CrossFit competitions. They were fun. I fell off a motorcycle. I've talked about that a little bit here, and then I've been healing and doing a lot of different physical therapy stuff along that too, and understanding somatic psychology, the emotions and stuff within pain. And so when you get injured especially, it really makes you wonder, like, you know, why be like the most fit version of myself? You know, when you're young, like let's just talk about youth. It's like when you're young, it just makes a little bit more sense. Like a lot of it does, right? Maybe you're already playing sports or something. Youth, it makes sense. It's like sports, you know, attracting partners. And, you know, looking good in the mirror, confidence, just general kind of like vanity stuff. And what else, man? Maybe to do cool shit too, you know, like some people like to, you know, like do skateboarding tricks or like backflips, like gymnastic stuff, do cool shit. And so it makes sense when you're young. Plus, your hormones are through the roof. Hormones are up. Hormones are up. Energy is up. Responsibility is low. So it's like your fitness and like your expression of your physique is just like it's obvious. It's second nature, you know. It's so obvious. It's like, oh, this is easy, dog. I can do this all day. All right, and then let's say you get older, right? Now we'll just go to like young adult. And let's say like now you got a little different, right? Let's say you're done with university too. Let's say you got a job. Let me get some colors in here. And make this transparent, send to the back. And we're gonna say, okay, it's a little different. Let me change that color. I think I can change the color, right? Change, that's all right now. We can play around with the color in a little bit. All right, there. Okay, it's a little different. Maybe maybe let's say you got a relationship too. So, well, actually, we'll say until you get the relationship. So we'll say until you get the relationship. This is where your motivation can be pretty high, still. So it's like maybe you got a job, you know, single. So relationship mode, you know, so motivated for partner. Okay, so that helps you stay fit. Boom. What else? No sports, so maybe less demand, and no sports, less demand, more intention. So it's a little bit more intentional. When it's young, it's just all passion. Now you get into this age, you're a little bit more that intentional phase where it's like you want to, you just understand, you're just learning that it's like, it's obvious to be healthier, and you're single, so you kind of want to attract someone that is on that same path, or, you know, that you just want to attract your partner, and being fit is a big part of that. And we'll kind of get into that in a little bit later here, because what I want to do down here is do this. We're going to do survival and thriving. Thriving. And that's the other boxes I want to talk about a little bit later. But first, let's just do this. Now we can get into this. Let's just get into this phase of like adult. Now we're talking, you know, now you're in a couple, you know, married, we'll say, we'll say relationship. And we'll say duty, right? So you got both. You got it all right now. Okay. You got lots of responsibility at this point. Maybe you got a kid, maybe you got a busy job. So you got less time, more responsibility. Passion and intention are stretched. Okay. Because now you only got so much time in the day. Plus you got the girl now. You know, plus you got the girl now. So this is where dad bod comes on. Dad bod energy. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not saying that you exactly have a relationship, but it's like you have like some commitments in life that, like, dad bod, fit focus, and then just like, you know, athletic freak. All of us are basically athletic freaks to some degree when we're young. And so me, I'm finally getting experience this stuff too, because I got a wife and baby now. And I got injured, so I'm understanding like what it's like to really find passion, you know what I'm saying? So this is just like, when you're young, it's just like natural passion, just to be a better version of yourself. Plus you don't want to be ugly. Now this is, like I said, this is more of intention, so this is more like focused, or more just like intentional growth, because you just know that you got to keep growing. You learn about growth mindset. Then here it's just like really, it's like intentional passion. So it's a little different. Like, you got to really know your passion. You got to really care about it. And so when I go into the survival and thriving aspect of this now, this is just going to be kind of like a summary, not necessarily a summary, but just like the main reasons like why I want to be fit from the survival perspective. It's obviously just like, yeah, procreation, you know, protection, justice, right? If you have to murder, if you have to kill a murderer or someone that's like crazy as hell, you gotta be if you gotta bring the person that brings the justice, bro, that's you. That's you, you know what I'm saying? That's you. And so sometimes, and so the reason why I make this distinction between survival and thriving is because I think a lot of times people like get caught, or I think maybe even like the fitness influencers and stuff, we get caught thinking like, dude, it's just obvious, right? You need to be fit so you can find your mate, so you can protect your family, so you can, you know, destroy the enemy. But these are all like usually like survival type spaces to operate from. Because the thriving, it's a lot more like personal to the individual. To me, it feels like that. And so this is where you gotta dive in for you and what that means. But we could just say, and actually, let's actually take out procreation, right? Because you're just trying to survive, we're saying. So we're just saying protection, justice, and what else? Protection, justice, and yeah, like kind of like, what do you call that? Like climbing the ranks, like just like getting ahead, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like about like not falling behind. Okay. Because thriving is more of like procreation, right? When you're in a space where you can really create. But now it's like, why do you want to be fit? And this is also, it gets down to like, this is like such a immediate focus, the survival one. It's like, okay, dude, I need to be able to protect myself now. I need to be able to bring justice to the haters right now. I need to get ahead as fast as I can. And of course, we're always going to have that underlying survival energy. But the thriving is more long-term and more fulfillment focused, like, which is really like how I look at it. I think it's like we can't really push through the survival aspect until we've understood what that fulfillment looks like, that long-term focus. I mean, that's why if you look at like the pro athletes, if you look at a championship, like they know they are like, Muhammad Ali, becoming the world champion. It's like he was going to be a champ. That was his like long-term fulfillment, and so that's why it became survival for him. It became just like his nature to just work harder than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so with like a good vision, you're ready to thrive going forward. All right, so let me go to this procreation. So yeah, kids and stuff like that. Like society, like improving, what am I trying to say? Like better world, basically. So procreation, better world, and then just like, to me, it's like tasting beauty. I don't know, that's why I kind of look at it. Or we can just be like being beauty, right? Beauty seems kind of weird sometimes as guys say that. We make that really sound really feminine. Being our highest, being our best. But I didn't want to make it sound so general, because best just seems like, yeah, be the best, okay? But either way, that works, right? We want a better world around us. We want to be able to make our kids, make our projects. That's what creation is, projects, like businesses and babies and stuff like that. Our house. We want the world to be better. We want better streets. We want nicer people around us. We want to be able to work together with our bodies because we're fit. And because, we can all hold up our end of the process, but if we're all fit, we can all help out equally. And then being our best. So that way we can bring out our unique gifts, whether that's like something that's just really unique to us. Maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it's the way we build or invent a technology. So that's really about like invention, I think. Yeah, or really just showcasing what you got. And so for me, I think it's just cool I think it's important to understand that, because if you understand more what projects you want to bring to this world, what kind of children you want to raise, what type of world you want to see around you, and what being the best version of yourself looks like, then fitness just becomes a much easier process. So I'm just gonna chill for a sec, or I'm gonna go press the start button on the machine. And 1 second right here, let me do this. I'm gonna put on, while I'm doing that, bum, bum, bum. Oh shoot, dude, no, I think my screen's been fucked up the whole time, dude.
Come on. I think it has. I've been recording this whole time too. Because let me do this. There's something effed up on my hotkeys. No, it doesn't say there's anything effed up on my hotkeys. No, there's gotta be, because like I didn't press anything and it switched it to a different camera angle. Well, at least I'm streaming. I'm streaming at the very least. I can go through this again. Let me share my screen again. And if I record this and post this on the internet, then I'll just have to go back through it. Alright, so here we go again. So far we're talking about today, right now, we're talking about why do we want to be fit? Why do we want to be fit, guys? You know, I think a lot of times I want to talk about first these like kind of 3 seasons in life that I've been able to experience so far. And there's obviously like little different mini seasons within that. And then just talk about the survival and thriving paradigm too, as well, to understand why I want to be more fit. But first thing is just think about when you're young. There's just like this natural passion for expressing your energy, like thriving in life. Like it's just easy, your joints don't hurt. And my fucking God, I just spilled this latte on me because there's a fly that made me get itchy. And now I'm getting angry. Bro, oh my gosh, come on, dog. Alright, whatever. This fucking bug is still on my arm right now, too. Where'd it go? Whatever. Whatever, dog. Okay. Now I'm just mad. I'm like, I don't even want to finish this video now. I'm just like, dude. Alright, come on, dude. Come on. Come on, just make the video. Okay, so anyway, that's what I was saying. When you're young, obvious, like, it just makes sense to be fit. Just like you're full of hormones, you want to look good in the mirror. Everybody's talking about like how they look, there's self-consciousness, there's music that's like made for 15-year-olds or whatever, and your energy's high, responsibilities are low. We generally are athletic freaks as naturally. When we're young, we're just pumped with hormones that are really, we can actually continue a lot of going forward. But anyway, a lot of times we lose it. You know, we get into college, we get a job and stuff like that. Maybe we're single again, maybe we have some breakups, and so maybe we got some more responsibility, we're starting to get responsibility, and so we realize, like, you know, to grow and succeed in our careers, we need to bring more attention to our fitness. It's not as easy as we thought, but at the same time, we're pretty motivated because maybe we're single still, or we're just looking to rise the ladder in our jobs. Okay? So it's like more of an intentional growth. And then when you're in that next stage where you do got the relationship, when you do got the job, or whatever the main part of your aspect that then takes up a big chunk of your life that you were kind of looking to fulfill when you were younger, and you have a baby, and you have your wife, you got some dedication for your career that you're working on, now you have to have like intentional passion. Like you got to really have your passion, your drive guided toward a really high level of success. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta want it. And, like, the passion, our passion is like a survival thing, and our intention is more like a thriving thing. So it's more about when we get into this, like, ultimate vision of future, we need our survival and our thriving, they need to be, like, part of the same coin. They really are, but it needs to be so obvious that every aspect of why we want to thrive and makes it our survival or the way we treat our fitness, like, instinctually, passionately, way easier, way more successful. And so what I think it's important to do is like just think about why you want to be fit in this paradigm too. So in the immediate focus for most of us for survival, it's just like we want to protect our body out of the street. If somebody's trying to rob us or anything like that, we want to be able to bring justice, choke that guy out, get my wallet back, whatever. Or if they're justice, I mean also if they're someone that is like a wrongdoer or they're taking advantage of people in society, or you see something crazy go down and you have the ability to stop that guy, that you can do that. Justice. And then getting ahead, right? So that's kind of the survival focus, as well as getting ahead is kind of basically out competing other people, because let's be real, there is enough bread to be passed out for everybody. We all have our own lanes to follow. We all have our own ways to succeed. But just remember, there's always like more or less some sort of competition going out there. And that doesn't mean that every one of us can't have our own game that we win at. But if we are looking to get ahead in our industry or our lane or whatever that is, we just have to understand there's people that have pretty similar aspects to us, similar goals, and we must do what we can to be a little bit sharper, a little bit more ahead. That's what comes from the survival aspect. And you know what I'm saying, like, it's not totally necessary, but even if let's just say you're just being the most like holistic, amazing, heart-centered people on the planet with absolutely noble intentions and not looking to compete and be really mean or anything like that. Like, let's say you're at like some cool yoga retreat and there's like 3 or 4 really good yoga instructors, and these people, you know, we're all teaching love, we're all teaching harmony and, you know, and non-judgment and stuff like that. But let's just understand that there's going to be one instructor that's probably going to be really the better one, and there's going to be one that's going to be probably not your favorite. I'm not saying that's like necessarily a bad thing, and that could be just perspective. That could be just like maybe the one that you perceive isn't the best for you, that you don't prefer. Maybe that is who another person would prefer. And that's cool. So that's how we can attract our own audiences, our own niches, our own friends and stuff like that. There is that world. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's important to understand that we have a world with just like so much attention for every single human being out there. And, but yeah, we can't, like, obviously we need to get beyond the survival paradigm, because if we're just living only looking to protect ourselves in the street, only to bring justice to the bad guy, only looking to outcompete other people, it's like, it's just not going to work, dude. It's very ego-based, obviously. So let me put immediate focus, ego, and then this should be like the higher self, or like, you know, like the... Yeah, I can't believe I spilled that mocktail over. I'm gonna just clean it up in a second. I just wanted to do this video because I was basically making pretty good progress with it. Alright. Now, the thriving paradigm, this is, like I said, it's long-term fulfillment and the higher self. So procreation. This is our babies, our business projects that we bring into the world. And yeah, this should really be a major connection to our ability to be fit, because when we are more fit versions of ourselves, we can take care of our children better. We can create better projects because we just have more energy, for one. Like, we have more dopamine, more serotonin, more creativity to access, and more just time, more capabilities from our body. And we probably want a better world, right? We want to live in a world where things are safer, the roads are cleaner, the food is healthier, people are less argumentative, less divisive, people are on the same team, and accepting, not tolerant of so much chaos, but just like overall loving people and being the best version of ourselves, right? So let me bring it down here. Let me bring it down here for a sec. And think about this. What makes it so hard to be fit? Because to me, what it feels like, I just feel like there's a lack of connection between either of these two, you know what I'm saying, or both, right? Like, if you're absolutely not fit at all, And granted, there's a survival instinct and protection to just lay there and do nothing and just eat food and keep surviving. So I get that too. But it's also like, you gotta understand, like, if you really understand the gravity of life and like how brutal the world has been historically in terms of just like using your body to survive and build and use your hands as tools, then it seems like it should be pretty obvious to just like be more survival. So there's like a disconnection. If it makes it so hard to be fit, like we're kind of disconnected from like what it means to actually move your body and have full ability. And then the same thing with the thriving thing. It's like we just aren't really like connected to our higher self or whatever that long-term fulfillment is. Like we don't even know what kind of like home we want to build, what kind of family we want to have, what kind of kids we want to raise, what kind of partner we want to have. We don't even know who we want to be. Like what's the best version of myself. And most of this is about, being our best, right? And what does my best even look like? And a lot of times it's really hard to like imagine that, because we know that growth, a lot of that growth is like something we're not totally ready for still yet. We could be. We could definitely take some steps forward. But it makes it so hard to be fit, it feels like, just because we don't really have like a visceral connection with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if we had that visceral, that feeling like in our heart and in our gut, like this is what we're here to do, we'll do it. That's how we will do it. We will do it, man. We will do it. So when I start thinking about some stuff, I can take me for example, because I'll be real, it's just something I've even been trying to like understand a little bit more with my injury. Dang, this shit's all fucked up now. No, it's alright. Let me just list some of the skills I have, so that way, with my body. Right, so I can walk on my hands. I don't know why I like to talk about that. I'm not sure how much, ability that has. Fit skills I've learned. Now I just want to see if there's some cool things I can kind of like build off from that. Walk on my hands, do muscle ups, right? So I could. Let me see if I can like translate that to like something in nature. Yeah, like basically climbing up a cliff / like scaling mountain, scaling just nature, right? I can do mountains. Which could be pretty useful. Muscle up, walk on my hands. This one I'm not really totally sure what it's great for. Maybe dancing. Fun, right? It's like a really high level. And running, swimming, scuba. So yeah, maybe like discover treasure or something. I don't know, dude. Listen, I'm looking at more like fun side of these things. Reach, island. I don't know. Running, yeah, like see cool stuff like dope sunset or something like that, or discover, see cool. We're just gonna keep. How about we just keep going treasure, right? But. No, I don't know, dude. What am I even trying to say with this? I don't know. This is why I'm making this video too. I'm making it for myself too. Like, why do we really want to be the most fit version of ourselves, dude? Right? Why the fuck do you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, besides this, right? And even like this, how could I get more clear with this stuff, right? How about me? Like, let's just think about this. What do I really want to use my body for? Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I really fucking want to do? Not just like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, if I found I was dead in the next, I could never be a human being again. if I had max fitness, let's say just someone told me like, hey, you can have max fitness, but you will be dead in 7 days. Like it's a non-negotiable. What are you going to do? You know, I'm saying like this is the Grim Reaper showing up right now. What are you gonna do? Because let's bring it back to survival, just for a sec, just to see if it actually makes any difference. I don't know. I'm asking this for myself. I'm curious. Let's see. Is there something that I think? Oops. And for me, so I really like to travel. Okay. So here we go. Let's think about this, man. Isn't it sad? It's sad that I'm sitting here. I'm just like, I don't know. Come on, dude. You can do anything with your fucking body. I feel like I gotta do something with swimming, man. Swimming is just G. Swimming feels good. It does. I do like the way swimming feels. Like, you know what I'm saying? To know that if you'd be dead in 7 days, you could never swim again. And swimming is just such a unique, like, alien sensation. So I think I gotta do something with swimming. And so we gotta go with the triathlon perspective, right? We gotta go with that. So I'd be like fucking swimming from somewhere warm for sure. Let me swim from somewhere warm and pretty, kind of with like cliffs around me. Oh, imagine like a swim in cliff, swimming a like canyon, river canyon type thing, river canyon with beautiful mountains and crystal water. That'd be fucking sick, right? You know what I'm saying? Imagine just on the side, you got like, now what I can do is go back over here. Let me get some Canva out here. We'll create a design. Let me make it millies. I'm a jaguar, I'm a monster. Okay, then we're gonna go to elements. Generating my own. I'm using AI. POV swimming in a river canyon with crystal waters and giant cliffs on the sides. Sunny day, blue skies, green vegetation everywhere. Let's see what I can get. That'd be pretty sick, right? I'm just saying, like, if you got the God card for a week and then you're gonna be dead, right? You can swim. Okay, so we got this POV. Man. How's the stream look? Okay, we're gonna get on the stream right now. So, yeah, but see how that's pretty cool. But I'm not a big fan of that, like, weird cliffs like that. I want some cliffs with trees, giant, like, jungly cliffs. Like, I want some vegetation on those cliffs. I don't want a rocky cliff. That looks just weird to me. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's make it a little more tropical. Let's make it a little more tropical, dude. So you can use the AI to even help you with your little visions and stuff. All right, so I'm saying this, right? If I had max fitness, and I was gonna be dead in 7 days, I think it'd be pretty lit. If I could just be like swimming, my body moves perfectly. I'm in this cool canyon. I just see the nature around me. It's green. It looks fantastic everywhere. Yeah, something like that. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'll probably ride through that. Imagine that, you're like, boom. Right there. That would be pretty cool. Okay, now I'm gonna say mountain biking. Let's go to the biking now. Mountain biking, ooh, in high mountains, huge views of valleys and mountains. Right, that would be pretty sick. Sunset in the distance. Let's go sunrise right here. Sunrise, and I'm riding downhill. Mountain biking downhill. Right, I want to be going downhill. But I want to be going. Obviously, going up too is important, but I'm saying we're trying to have fun here, dude. We're trying to. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you start your day, you're like, holy shit, let's go, dude. We're off. That does look pretty cool. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Alright. And I'd be riding like fast as shit, like I'd be going quick. Okay, I'd be going quick. Okay. Sunrise, downhill, mountain bike ride, view of mountains, riding fast. You know what I'm talking about? I'm cruising. Okay. Running. Well, running. You gotta run. It's gotta be a beach run. Beach run. About final 90 minutes of sunset. Feeling the sand on my feet. Right, that beach run feels nice. Hearing lit music, people playing volleyball. I'm saying, like, I've experienced this a few times too. That's my favorite way to run. It's just I'm running on the beach and people are just like in this fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel that. Alright, so boom, that's what I'm saying for like, that's from like a triathlon perspective. Swimming, biking, running. But what about like even beyond that? What else are we doing, bro? What else are we doing? We playing basketball? What else are we doing, man? We playing football? Soccer? Are we building something? Are we building a house? What else are we doing, yo? What else are we doing, dog? We got 4 more minutes. Come on, you got 4 more minutes to decide. What do you really want to use your body for? Like, really, you got max fitness, you'll be dead in 7 days. What are you gonna do? Okay, you swam, you're biking, you're running. What else, man? Let's talk about some power. Let's talk about some strength. You know, obviously lifting up a barbell and stuff's cool, but like, what do you want to use that strength for? What the fuck do you want to lift up and throw? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to punch a fucking boxing bag, or what do you want to do? Come on, dude. Come on, G. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Alright, let's close my eyes. Let's breathe into the heart. Okay. All right, so no, definitely I definitely know, like, I want to play, like, basketball, right? Basketball with friends and family, right? Like, my brother, he plays, his fiance, they love basketball. It's just, basketball feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's good left hand, right hand. You get left, you get that, both your hands working really good. Good left, right, footwork, all directions. 360 degrees of movement. It's just like, there's like, it's exhilarating, right? It feels good. Basketball feels lit, dude. So I'm talking about, let's say we're playing basketball on the beach. On the beach, right? Just playing basketball outdoors. And we're playing whatever, like, let's say, like, whatever, 4-on-4 or something like that. Just playing basketball, It feels good, dude. It feels good. Basketball does. And I gotta be real, dude. Baseball, like, as far as what I've felt in my life, I'm just thinking about it. Baseball feels really good. Feels good in left and right hand as well. It does, dude. It feels nice. It just, So, what would be actually worth that? So it's like those days are way behind, right? Playing like baseball. But this is where I think for me it could be just a good point to tie this together, where it's like, for me, it's like I want to coach. I do want to coach, like, athletes with breath and injury prevention and stuff like that. Like corrective exercise. Like, I do want to do that. And why? Why do I want to do that, man? Because I've been getting close to this actually, and like for me, my fitness coaching, I started, and as I'm doing like my push forward into coaching more with the breath, it's like I've been thinking about developing this pipeline before with like pro athletes. It's obviously going to be a lot of work, and I need to make a lot of good content. And I also I'm not a pro athlete or ex-pro athlete, neither have I coached any before. So it's like, it's going to take some time for me to develop this. But I did get, I actually sent some messages out to some dudes that were like rookies in the pro leagues, and I had actually got an answer. So it's like, and the guy kind of went back and forth with me talking about breath work for a sec. So it's like, I know we can do this, but it's like I'm still like overcoming a lot of my own stuff, and to be able to, lead people like that and clarify, like, why would I even want to coach these guys, these pro athletes anyway? Which is cool. It's getting us out of the survival paradigm. You know what I'm saying? It's getting us out of the survival paradigm, no doubt. It really is. It is. And sometimes it's like hard for us to think beyond the survival paradigm. But if we wanted to keep it in the survival paradigm, why would it matter for people to be more united through basketball, through baseball, for instance, Is that just a Roman circus ploy by the world leaders to keep us distracted by what really matters? Some people think that too, that sports are like a Roman circus ploy, like while the government is being corrupted and stuff like that, and we're getting stolen our money from or whatever, is that they have us get entertained by sports so that way we don't think about it, and then we just shut up and we just stay on the rat wheel. But at the same time, I think about it, it's like, dude, it probably, like, everybody likes sports, dude. It's cool, man. Especially if you have a shitload of cash already, let's just say. Like, let's say you're off the route wheel. It's like you still kind of want to go watch March Madness, right? You still would like to go sit in the front row. You still would like to go to the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals and see like peak performance, right? See guys at the highest level, like staying present, boom, 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 committing a task. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's impressive. It's so impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is elite shit. It's not about like jock stuff or like, it's I don't know, dude. It's like sports represent something to a very high level. And now, does that make the world a better place? You know what I'm saying? Or have we been in a fascist paradigm? You know what I'm saying? That's like the Roman idea, the Roman circus idea, is that it's like the Olympics and stuff, eugenics and stuff like that, whatever, sports, they're kind of like a fascist ploy to keep the people stuck in stuff with entertainment, right? Like, just play sports, watch guys play sports. And I think about that a lot, you know what I'm saying? I think about that, and I'm like, I don't know, am I just getting like, sometimes you just start like bamboozling yourself, trying to figure out what you really expect the world to be like, and how you really expect us to have the best day and the best experience with our own fitness. And you know, we think, okay, if I'm not going to go pro, if I'm not going to go be the most epic version of this sport that like I'm watching and stuff like that, or I'm not even sure what it looks like for me to have the most thriving version of my body, like, why even do it then? You know what I'm saying? Why even do it? Especially if it's not leading you to immediate cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta all go buy eggs, and we all gotta go. You know. But we know that when we are happier, healthier, more fit, we attract better opportunities because we're in a better attitude. Usually, we're in a better state of confidence to succeed. Okay? That's definitely true. And that's why you can't take your fitness for granted as well. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing I have to remember too, because sometimes it's like I've had the luxury of being able to like sit here and complain about not being, you know, as crystal clear and like driven to do as much exercise stuff, because my body's still like fairly fit. Even though I got injured, I can still do a lot of stuff that people would like dream of being able to do. Like the fact that I can still walk in my hand, run, go running, ride a bike, do muscle ups, like that's hard stuff. But I have, for me with my rehab, it feels like it's like there's perspective to it. To me, it doesn't feel as good as it felt a year and a half ago. So for me, I feel like a loser. I'm like, dude, I can't run. And it's like, it hurts. Like I'm doing something incorrect with my gait and my posture when I'm moving. So it makes me feel like I'm like doing something that's pointless or something, or like I need to be doing something else that's really gonna make me just feel better in the body. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to use fitness as an escapism thing either. But I also know the more I put off the rehab stuff, the longer it takes to feel really healthy and healed. You know what I'm saying? So it's so silly. Like we go back and forth and make all these things like. And if you're an overthinker, like you can see I am, like it's just like it's weird. But I guess what we could do. Let me ask ChatGPT something. Let's ask ChatGPT, see if ChatGPT can help me out here. Can you explain to me, let's do it on the astrology one, because astrology one's cool. Can you explain to me, can you help me understand why in a flourishing society we love to be inspired by peak performers and sports and entertainment to not only entertain us and provide an awe factor, right? Not just that, but also demonstrate the ability and the human spirit to create a healthy, aligned society with more connection to nature, more connection to nature, solving world hunger and poverty, for instance, even like creating better tech, building a better family dynamic in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is sport held to such a high degree of importance? And is it a Roman circus trap to distract us? Or is it really an ideal or expression of that ideal that pushes us forward to grow? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Which to me, like, it would make sense that it'd be like that too, right? If you look at, just look at like, let me just go to the map. I don't know why I like to look at the map. Let's look at the U.S. Go to a map. When you think about sports, right? Brazil, Pele, or you just think about what has football and Neymar and Pele meant for these guys to play soccer. Has it made the society advance forward? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Argentina. Winning the World Cup. Definitely I know that for sure living out here in Argentina, is that them winning that World Cup in 2022, it pushed the whole society forward. It did, so that's what I want to bring up as an example. See if I can bring that as an example. If you think about the United States, it helps uplift a lot of the basketball, right? It's really uplifted many people in the African American communities to, you know, have more drive to build something, to connect, to sell clothes, to become barbers and stuff like that. I'm not saying basketball is the only thing of that, but I'm saying that's an example. If you go to boxing, right? Boxing for Mexico has been like that too. Football for the entire United States, baseball, hockey for the white folks out here. Baseball. Let's see what ChatGPT is going to say. If you go to Europe, if you go to Africa, Africa's got some soccer and stuff going on. Running, right? Kenya, Ethiopia, India, cricket. I'm not really sure what cricket's like, actually. China, just like they've dedicated towards sports, you know. Russia, they obviously do in a different way. Japan loves baseball. Korea likes baseball too. And then in the Middle East, what sports do they vibe with? They like a little cricket and stuff too, right? Turkey. Come on, ChatGPT. Right here. Here's what it says. The role of sports and peak performers in society into inspiration or distraction. You're asking a fundamental question about human civilization. Why do we idolize sports and entertainment at such a high level? Is it a Roman circus to distract us, or is it a true ideal of human excellence that pushes society forward? The answer is both. Is used. Sport as the highest expression of human potential. At its core, sport is an ancient ritual of excellence, discipline, and mastery. Peak athletes embody the highest level of human physicality, willpower, and resilience. They remind us that we, too, have untapped potential waiting beyond reach. Watching peak performance awakens something deep in us, a drive to push further, to grow, to evolve. Now here's what they talk about for the modern Roman circus: gladiatorial games, chariot races, Roman Empire, sporting events were used to keep the masses entertained and distracted from deeper political and economic issues. The government fed the people, gave them endless games, and prevented them from questioning authority. Today, many sports industries have become corporate machines Designed not just for inspiration, but for escapism, consumerism, and hero worship that disconnects us from our own potential. Right? Definitely that. So it's an ideal or a trap. It's an idea where we use it to inspire growth, discipline, and human connection. Is a trap when it becomes passive consumption, a way to avoid real-world action. Yeah. Why are they held to such high degree of importance? Sport is the oldest ritual of human excellence. Since ancient times, sport has been a sacred test of strength, honor, and skill. Greek Olympians competed to honor the gods. It wasn't just about victory, but realizing the high potential of human form. Tribal societies engaged in athletic rituals to test their warriors, strengthen their bodies, and deepen their connection to nature. Sports is a symbolic battlefield where we test the limits of what is possible. The athlete is the modern warrior. In a world where most people no longer go to battle, sports have replaced war as a test of human willpower and dominance. We need heroes. Athletes are the closest thing to warriors in peaceful societies. They demonstrate the power of dedication, training, resilience, and flow state. They show what it means to push past limits, and peak performance mirrors the warrior's journey, overcoming adversity, mastering the body, and pushing towards higher potential. And this is facts right now. Humans are designed to feel inspired by greatness. That's why we crave peak performance, the off factor. When we see an athlete perform at an elite level, something inside us lights up. It reminds us that greatness is possible. It's a subconscious call to action. If they can do that, what am I capable of? It's the 4-minute mile. If the human body can move like that, what am I holding myself back from? What could I create if I had that level of dedication? Peak performers serve as a mirror to our own untapped greatness. Sports and society, how could it be used to push humanity forward? Sports shouldn't just be entertainment. It should be a blueprint for personal and societal evolution, reconnecting with nature and flow state. Sports put the human body back in alignment with natural rhythms. When an athlete is in flow state, they are a living meditation. Exactly, dude. Sports put the human body back in alignment with natural rhythms. Tribal sports and martial arts teach balance with nature. Fast athletes, Kobe, Michael, Djokovic, Messi, LeBron, all describing moments of pure flow. This isn't just competition, it's deep presence, mastery, and spiritual connection. When an athlete is in flow, they are a living meditation. I really like that. So how does this build a society of strength and mental and resilience? Well, sports teach discipline, emotional control, focus, and resilience. If we emphasize sport and movement for all people, not just elite athletes, we would have a mentally and physically healthier society. But today's model is broken. People watch sports but don't train themselves. The focus is on corporate profit and on human evolution, using the athlete mindset to solve world problems. Athletes think differently. Discipline, problem solving, resilience, and consistency, right? Imagine if we applied the athlete's mindset to technology, business, social structures, and sustainability. A strong mind and body leads to better leadership, innovation, and problem solving. Right, the focus is on corporate profit, not human evolution. A strong mind and body leads to better leadership, innovation, and problem solving. You already understand sport movement on a deep level. You're not just about strength. You understand breath, flow, energy, body mechanics. Your purpose is to bridge peak performance with higher human potential. Train like sport is sacred. Make your training a ritual, not just exercise. Treat movement, breath, and strength like an art. Push not just for physical gain, but for mastery. Teach and inspire others to see sport as more than a distraction. Help people unlock their body, breath, and power through movement. Show that sport isn't just entertainment, it's a model for how to think, act, and grow. Your brand and conscious should focus on philosophy. Connect this fire to a bigger mission. Train with the purpose of leading and teaching. Making your coaching and content about helping others apply these athletic principles to life. Whether it's movement, breath, fitness, or mental training, help people use sport as a vehicle for their own personal power. That's a good point, right? A sport is a distraction or a path to higher evolution. It's a distraction when used passively. It's a path to human evolution when used as an inspiration for action. Sports should not just be entertainment, it should be a gateway to greater human potential. Athletes are not just performers, they are reminders of what is possible in all of us. You are here to bring this message to life by training, teaching, inspiring through movement. Would you like to create a mission statement for your brand that fully embodies this philosophy? Let's craft that message. Right. Give me a couple ideas for that mission statement.
But yeah,
basically that's a good point. So I'm going to basically try to end this stream right here and this video, and I'll go get deeper into some of the future videos now because I do feel pretty inspired with that now. It's like sport at the end of the day. Sports are that example of peak performance, living in operating flow state as an active meditation to access our higher levels of consciousness. There's definitely that, for sure. That's kind of the main idea I want to get away from that. I want to take away from that. The more fit and dedicated to our sport we are, the more advanced, benevolent, successful society, grounded in nature, we can build. Damn straight, dude. That's basically the main takeaway I want to get from this, okay?
So
that's why we want to be fit. And I'm going to get more videos diving into how this can look for me and for other people, and give you examples. But that's true, man. Think about that. If we as people, man, just like, maybe kind of going a little final riff right here, dude. Imagine if we are all just like looking to just be a better athlete, a better sportsman of ourselves, and that could be a number of different things, because it feels good. It just allows something that just we love getting into flow state for, whether it's a martial art, whether it's a sport, whether it's just running, dancing. It could be just dancing, you know what I'm saying? Dancing is a sport too. Dancing is a challenge, bro, to go and master like an excellent routine. That flow state, just like it brings you so much more empowerment, so much more creativity, imagination. It makes us all come together and be able to create a better world. It really does, man. It really does. If you just look at cultures that share more dance, you know what I'm saying? They're able to bring more people together, have more collaboration, more unity, better music. People feel better. They dance better. They can think. They can create things. They're inspired, man. They're inspired, and we can build so much more, and we can just like have so much more respect for our own recovery and relaxation too, when we give ourselves that moment to go hard and be all in. So that's what I want to say. So stay tuned. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share with your friends.